And today we're reviewing a rucksack that I've put through its paces over the last couple of months, and that's the Osprey Talon Velocity 30. This is a 30 litre day pack that's popular with hikers, scramblers, wild campers and outdoor photographers alike. So is it worth the hype? Well, let's find out. So rather than doing this gear review from the comfort of my living room or a park bench or car parks like other reviewers, I've loaded it up and going for a walk on the hills. The plan is we're going to walk up to an old shooting lodge. We're going to get a brew on, maybe have something to eat, and I'll show you exactly what I've loaded up in the rucksack for a day on the hills. Price wise, this rucksack retails for about £140. However, I'm a tight Yorkshireman, but I'm also a member of the Mountain Training Association, and through my MTA membership I get a 40% discount with Osprey. So that £140 suddenly becomes £96. It's a nice looking bag with lots of features, but that big discount makes it even more attractive. So when it's empty, it weighs less than 1 kilogram. The rucksack isn't completely waterproof, so everything goes inside a waterproof rucksack liner. Got a large down jacket. I've got a 3-ply blizzard bag. I've got a 2-person bothy bag. I've got my winter kit, and in here I've got extra hats, gloves, goggles, micro spikes. It's everything I might need for winter. I've got my ouch pouch. That's my go-to sort of first aid kit, especially if I was with a group. And here I've got blister stuff, lip balm, toilet roll, stuff I might need if I'm with a group. Waterproof rucksack cover, keep that on the outside mesh pocket. A spare pair of gloves, but they're quick to go-to ones, so again I keep them on the outside mesh pocket. Waterproof trousers, waterproof jacket, a collapsible dog bowl. I've not brought the dog today, but I keep that in my rucksack so I don't forget it, and that fits in a little mesh pocket in the main compartment. Map for the area, that fits in one of the outside side mesh pockets. Battery pack and a light for when I'm vlogging, and they fit into one of the waist pockets. Head torch, I put that in the other waist pocket. Emergency rations, again they fit on the inside mesh pocket in the main compartment. 1 litre bottle of water, that fits comfortably into one of the side mesh pockets, and that's for a normal day on the hills. Today I've packed my stove. There's a gas canister, a mug. I might have that meal, spoon, coffee and lighter. If I wasn't bringing the brew kit, there's enough room in my bag for another extra jacket if I'm with a group. Could fit a rope in, a confidence rope, and a first aid kit. I've got a large first aid kit that normally sits in the bottom of my rucksack. But everything I need for a day on the hills. Right, I've had a brew, packed everything away. I've had a little bit of a pickup. There was a bit of rubbish around, so I always carry a black bin bag. So I've managed to get all the rubbish into the black bin bag, and another handy use for this external mesh pocket. So obviously I don't want all that rubbish inside my bag, just fits in there nicely. So let's get out into the light and let's have a look at some of the features on the rucksack. The waistband's got a bit of padding. The shoulders got a little bit of padding. This rucksack's got the airscape system. So it's got this mesh on here. It's got these grooves in here to let the air flow through. I've been wearing it for a couple of months now. Not once have I had a sweaty back. It's also adjustable. Ideally want to do this when it's empty. But this slides up and down and it's just secured with Velcro. Down here you've got room for a water bladder. However, it's winter and I'm not using my water bladder because the water in the tube will freeze. And these chest straps here are adjustable. Let's just move that. And that'll slide up or down. If you've got man boobs like me, you can move these out of the way. The top chest strap's got a built-in whistle. Right on the side you've got this little pocket here. This is where I keep my camera, in this one here. And here you've got a zipped mesh pocket. You get a phone in there. If you're doing a fell race or something like that, you get 2 half-a litre water bladders in there. And these little loops here just fit around the neck of the bottle. You've got 2 substantial waist pockets. This one here I've got my battery pack, and light, and on the other side I use that for my head torch and some snacks. 2 large side mesh pockets. You can access it from the front or from the top. On this side I've got my map, and on this side I've got my 1 litre water bottle. I can access it from the side or from the top. And I love this large mesh pocket at the back here. Waterproof cover, spare gloves, and then I've just got a bag of rubbish there that I've just emptied out of this shooting hut. And the top opens, simple catch, and you've got 3 levels. And you can fit a helmet in here. On the side it's got these loops here, and again down at the bottom by the waistband these are adjustable, so you can put ice axes, walking sticks in there. The bottom of the rucksack you've got these straps here, clips. They are detachable so you can take them off completely, but if you're doing a lightweight overnight camp you could possibly get your tent in there or sleeping mat. Then you've got your carry handle, so you can hang it up on a hook. And what I love most about this rucksack is how comfortable it feels, even when I've loaded it heavy. I've got about 8, maybe 9 kilos in at the moment, and you can't feel it. And the BioStretch harness and hip belt distribute the weight nice and evenly. There's nothing digging in. And for a 30-litre rucksack, you can get a surprising amount of gear in it. So if you have been walking in the rain and your waterproofs are wet and the rain stopped, you take your waterproofs off, you don't want to be putting them inside your rucksack. This is where the large mesh pocket on the back comes into its own. Just bang them into the mesh pocket, let them dry out there. So I've tested this pack on a variety of different terrains, steep climbs, little scrambles, windy ridges. And the rucksack stays stable even when I'm bouncing around. The compression straps help keep everything tight and compressed. And the material feels premium. Osprey's reputation for durable gear holds true here. And after a couple of months of constant use, there's no fraying, no loose stitching, and the zips are moving up and down nicely. And there's no such thing as a perfect rucksack, but this is pretty damn close. So a couple of cons. And the first thing is, if I've got these chest pockets at the front loaded up with anything, when I'm trying to put it on, there's a tendency for the straps to turn inside out. And the second thing is, it's not really big enough for an overnight stay with big sleep systems. But then again, it was never designed for that. And these aren't deal breakers. These are just some minor niggles. So if you want a rucksack that's comfortable, well ventilated, rugged, versatile, then this is the one for you. So who is this rucksack aimed at? People doing the mountain spine race, this would be ideal for you. Anybody doing any sort of 100-kilometre type challenge where speed is of the essence, this rucksack's perfect for you. General walkers and hikers, this is perfect as a day sack. Nice and comfortable. Possibly a little bit on the small side for mountain rescue. Yes, there's a place to get your helmet. You can put your carry straps in the side pockets, etc, etc. You might be able to make it work, but I suspect it's just a little bit on the small side. So that's it, that's my review on the Osprey Talon Velocity 30-litre rucksack. And if you have found this review useful, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. And if you do decide you want to purchase this rucksack, there's an affiliate link in the description. You get a discount, I get a little bit of a commission, and it's a win-win. So if you do have any questions about this rucksack, put something in the comments. And until next time, that's me signing off, and thanks for watching.